Okay, I'm going to show you now how to connect with the SLC504 using the Data Highway Plus. I'm using Automation Networks ANC-120E, which is a USB to Allen Bradley's Data Highway Plus network. I won't go through all the details in setting this up, but suffice it to say that it creates this Ethernet 2 connection. Just enabling it now, and that's how it goes through to communicate with it. There is a cable that comes from this device from I plug it into my USB port, and the cable comes out. The other end of the cable at the PLC end is a DIN connector, and that connects to the DIN connector on the SLC504 CPU. That's the middle one. And once I have that plugged in there, then I can connect to it. My previous video, I showed you how to download the program from a fresh SLC504 after the battery dies, or after you remove the battery. Nothing's on there anymore. So I did that, and then after I downloaded, it asked me if I want to revert back to what's in the project, which was the data highway communication. And so I selected yes. I couldn't communicate anymore over serial DF1 anymore. So now we're going to check to see that it actually got down there. So if I go to RS links, I'm just going to show you. This is the connection. It's a TCP1 connection. If I configure it, you can see the address is 192.168.137.2. So the CPU, I believe, is actually a .1, or it's a .2, and I'm using a .1. I can't remember which is which. But that was basically how I configured this initially when I installed everything. I'm not going to go through the details of it. To be honest with you, I can't remember. But I saved this driver, and it's still on there. So I'm going to let it run. I'll start it. And then once it's running, if I go over here on my RS links and, oops, just say close, TCP1. I'm going to expand this. Here's the Data Highway Plus, and you can see what's on here. So let's see. So it's going through 137.2, and I believe the CPU is a .1. In any event, it is communicating with it. So I'm going to jump over to my program. I've already opened this in here. I backed it up before. That's the key thing to do here, is before you install anything, before the battery dies, you want to grab your last good backup. If you know your battery's going to die, which is my case, you make a backup. And I did that yesterday, so I'm going to open that file. So now that's open, and I'm just going to say communications, who active go online, and I'm going to select, when this pops up, the processor, which I just showed you in RS links. And there it is there, the SLC504. And I'll click OK. Now it can't find, it's got no file associated with it. So I'm going to browse and find that file. It's the same one I just opened. Bear with me here. It's buried deep in here. PLC. And I believe I just select that directory and it finds it. And away I go. I think, yeah, I'm online now. Interesting, it actually didn't find the backup I did. It found the one previous to that. I backed up in 2020, so it must have that file associated with it. It still wants to use that one for some reason. Anyways, I am online now, and you can see that everything is connected and running. Now I'm just going to, just out of curiosity, if I close this, or actually open up my backup, I'm going to close that processor, yes. And now I've got my backup, which is already on there, but if I wanted to, I could just say communications, systems, comms, and download. And it's going to put my backup on there, which is already there. Just asking me to confirm. Yes, everything's good. Now it's downloading everything back to the CPU. This will probably take several minutes, so feel free to fast forward through this, as I'm not going to edit this video. I will say while I'm waiting is that Automation Networks ANC-120E, when it is working and communicating with the CPU, both of those lights on there will flicker. One's probably reading the right LED light. When it's active and running, they'll both flicker. When it hasn't connected yet, I think only one light comes on or none. Now I've downloaded it, asked me if I want to go online. This was significantly faster than the serial communication, probably at least a quarter of the time. Yes, I want to go online. And away I go, and then you can see this is my backup up here that I'm using. Just want to double check a couple things. You can see, just want to take a look. These are, once it's green here, it's online, you'll see this rotating here, and you'll see these go green. So it is scanning the program. Everything seems to be okay. Just want to look at a couple of data files. You can see the time is changing on there. So I'm obviously connected, and just want to make sure these are not all zeros. No, that looks good. Yep, bunch of integer data files have all been set from my backup. So it looks like everything is downloaded and I'm good. So this is actually a spare processor. I'm going to probably install this one, and hopefully it works well, and I'll probably leave that in the machine just to make sure that it runs properly, and then I will take the one that's currently in there and repeat all these procedures from video 1 and video 2, keep a good battery in it, and leave it on the shelf for the next 2 years. When that 2 years is up, the ones sitting on the shelf will probably be close to dying, the batteries. If it's in the machine, it's going to last longer than 2 years because the CPU is being powered by the backplane. And so it could last, I can't remember what I read, like something like 6-7 years. Could be even be longer if you never shut the machine down. But to be safe, every 2 years is the best to replace it. I think I got away with, and I came on this job, and I don't know who replaced the battery before me, but I think it was a good 7 years, 5 to 7 years before the battery on one of the machines died on us. Luckily, I had a good backup and was able to put everything back in there, re-download it, and we were up and running. And so I did the same thing. I put the spare CPU in the machine, and I took the one that was running, downloaded everything. I actually tested it as well, and then we put it on the shelf with a new battery. And hope this helped you out. Thanks.